Hey everybody, today I'm going to show off GDAI MCP, which is a Godot AI plugin. So if you want to speed up your AI game, or if you want to speed up your game development, if you want to use AI to fix bugs or just do tedious things, this is a plugin for you. I was going to do a demo where I did like a one-shot of Minecraft, and there actually is one in the Discord server right now from a couple of weeks ago, back when this plugin was, actually a couple of months ago when this plugin was much newer and much worse. But I wanted to show, like, anybody can sort of one-shot Minecraft. I want to show what the plugin does in a large, complex repository with a deep issue that's, more difficult to deal with. What you're looking at right now is a game called Cookie Penguin. It is a real-time WebRTC-based multiplayer game where there's lots of enemies that are moving in real time, lots of players that are moving in real time, and as such, bandwidth, memory constraints are a huge, huge problem. As you can see right now, I'm running the server, and the server, just based on all the enemy movements and stuff, is sending 58 kilobits per second. This is actually too much for a browser game. You're gonna basically DOS any clients that are running in the browser. Here's a client example. But this 59 kilobits per second, and it's going up as more and more enemies spawn. It's gonna slowly cause lag issues on this client. So how are we gonna fix that? Well, let's go check out what the GDAI MCP plugin can do for us. So I'm going to go ahead, we've got the MCP server running over here, and we're going to join with Claude. And what I'm going to ask Claude to do is basically be like, right now,
After a world has loaded for quite some time, there's lots of mobs and the bandwidth consumption is too large. Help reduce that.
let's just go with a generic prompt like this. This code repo, hundreds of files, 10,000 or so lines of code. So obviously, if you put this all in the prompt in the context window, it's going to kind of struggle. But let's see what we're able to do here with Claude Code and this MCP AI server. But it looks like it's going to do a further optimization, perhaps based on player proximity, which I think makes sense. Let's take a look into how many mobs are currently in the scene, so that when I restart the scene for the changes, we're not just tricking ourselves about the performance gains. So there's 516 mobs, and it's taking 58 kilobits per second. Let's refresh the host. All right, so we're not quite at where we were before. Before we had 500 mobs and it was 70 kilobits per second, but we're at half as many mobs on the server, and as you can see, we have dropped the bandwidth usage by 10x. This is actually really nice. It's much smoother. I don't know if it'll come out in the video because I'm only recording at 60 FPS. But this is a huge difference, especially for the movement of the enemies here. Definitely a big improvement. And again, you cannot get this if you feed the whole context window into Claude. That's not happening. This AI editor can do a lot more than just go through pretty big and large complex code projects. It can edit your actual Godot scenes. It can do a lot of stuff. Definitely come check it out.